be an F-boy, I can be an F-girl.
TheSmartLocal.com.
Hi.
Hi.
How did you meet your ex-boyfriend?
How could you ask me such a question? Fun fact, actually really sad fact. Every guy I've dated has been from like online, either dating app or like Instagram or that kind of thing. Technology.
I don't know, yeah. This is one of those poly things where it just happens. There was no like fanfare. It just like, hey, I think like that then.
We met on Coffee Meets Bagel. We saw each other, and after that I decided to text her, and then we went out from Bukata, and then after that, yeah, it just kind of eased into it. I think I just asked her whether she would want to be my girlfriend. Oh my god, so uncomfortable to say this now, I imagine her face, but like, yeah.
We met at like this restaurant/bar place. Wow, I was super flirty, yeah. Like when I met him, right, I was just like, wow, this guy is like really cute. There was one day, right, when we were there, I broke a glass. I wrote a note to say, sorry, I broke the glass. And then I put my Instagram handle there. He replied to my Insta story, I think, of me like breaking the glass because my friend posted. And then after that, we just started talking and stuff. Wow, this is damn gross.
We met in secondary school. I was his senior. Actually, the first time I noticed my ex-boyfriend was when we were auditioning for Teacher's Day performance. We were all in the same room for audition, and then I saw him playing the guitar. Then I was like, wow, this guy look handsome. Then play guitar some more, even more cool. Then I was like interested. But at the point of time, I didn't even know his name. How did I manage to talk to him? Oh, he knew that I was a child actress, and then he talked to me on Facebook because we were Facebook friends. And then he asked me about it. After that, I had to leave. So I said, oh, I cannot talk because I'm going out. So we exchanged numbers. Then we carry on from there. After that, one day, he told me that he's sad because he broke up with this girl. And this girl was like a girl that I really hated. The thing was right, that girl know that I like him. I tell you, at that point of time, I only told less than 8 people that I like this guy. I don't know why I went to tell this but then after that, she decided to suddenly like him. She don't even know he exists, you know? What the hell? He was her rebound because she broke up with her boyfriend. And then after that, she go after him. But anyway, he didn't know that like all these things happened, so he told me. Then when I knew that he was dating her, I was like, what the f***? So I immediately tell him my feelings. I said, actually, I like you. It's always me. I'm always going after the guys. Actually, I keep saying ex-boyfriend, right? To me, it's ex-boyfriend. But it was an underground relationship. So I don't know if he'll count me as his ex-girlfriend or not. Why was it underground? I also don't know eh. At the point of time, he tell me, I will tell you one day. It's been more than 10 years. I still don't know why.
I was dating this girl who was older than me. And I was, fresh out of army, going to uni. It was actually a friend's friend.
We met through school, so we were in JC and we were in the same CCA together. I think it was a very gradual process, and I'll admit that she's the one who chased me. At that time, I think I had a crush on another girl. This ex sort of made more effort to call me, talk to me. I think I felt closer, then eventually realized that, oh, I think I kind of like her lah. Eventually get together lah.
This is a very long and complicated story. He was my rebound after my ex before that. I broke up with that ex in a very like everything explode kind of way. I was like, you know what? If this fella can be an F-boy, I can be an F-girl. Let's date this F-boy looking fella. And then how I know I really fell in love with him eh. He's the first guy I actually fell in love with.
So it backfired.
We broke up because I said I want to break up because it hurt my ego that she was working. I think as a young kid, I was not as secure as I am right now because I grew up having this mentality that the guy must be the provider. And every time we go on dates, she would pay, I will try to that fight for the bill, right? But I will lose out because I really got no money. I was paying for school. So she take the bill and it just chipped at my ego every other day. When we broke up, it didn't hurt me as much also because I'm not the dumpy, I'm the dumper. And I guess the inferiority complex that I felt during that time was way more than, the sadness of not having a girlfriend.
The why, right, got freaking a lot of reasons. But I guess to summarize, we were very, very, very different people lah. I don't know how else to say other than I was damn tired. Yeah. He clearly wanted a relationship and everything, right? But I wasn't very good at it. I would go out with my friends and then he will keep texting me. Then I'll say, can you not text me because I'm out with my friends? And then he will be like, what are you doing that I can't text you while you're with your friends? Then I get defensive. I just why cannot Like, why can't you leave me alone? Then become, I never say, I can't leave you alone. It was just like 1.5 years of it. It was damn tiring, dude. Yeah, and also my friends didn't like him. We were a bit rocky already. I think we were like fighting a lot and stuff lah. There was one day I was going to my grandma's house and then I just felt like, I feel like something needs to be done. So I texted him, hello, what are you doing? Wanna hang out? I went to his house and then like at that point like I was still smoking. We were smoking lah. And then I just, okay, that was a good last smoke. Then he, huh? What do you mean last smoke? Like, yeah, this is our last smoke. I didn't know how to approach it because right, to be honest right, I've never actually had like a face-to-face breakup. I'm a coward. Like my previous breakup before that, like I just texted to say, hello, I want to this is working out.
After a 3 years plus relationship, he dumped me over text. I remember the cheesiest thing inside the text was, it's not you, it's me. Basically, he cheated on me. It wasn't explicitly said, but then I'll give you all the details and then you tell me whether he cheated on me or not. A few days after he broke up with me, I remember I received a message from him that said, oh, I wish we can still stay friends. When I said, no, I don't want to stay friends, right? He blocked me on all his socials. But the best thing is, he damn stupid. He blocked me on socials, but he never blocked my friends. So all my friends can see. All my friends are all like f***ing 八卦 one. And then they all told me like what he was doing and things like that. I think like a few days after we broke up, he posted a picture of his new girlfriend. And his new girlfriend was wearing a t-shirt that he bought for me. But he never got the chance to give me. I'm not gonna say what is it lah, the shirt, but it's something that I was obsessed with during that time. The thing was very, very specific, like the design, right? Number one, I asked for that shirt before. And then number two, unless she's also a fan of that thing, which I highly doubt so, then that was it lor. I remember after the breakup, I was sad for like a day or two. I remember I had a psych test the next day. I revenge study, I aced it. I still remember I got top of the class. What to do? It only made me better.
How it ended was not the most dramatic as most stories would be lah. We were together for almost a year. Then what happened was that we realized that there were certain incompatibilities between our personality. A good example is she was very into fitness. For me, I'm quite lazy and I just take it very easy. So whenever I feel like exercising, then exercise. Then if I don't feel like it, I don't feel like it. Which eventually formed some cracks within the relationship lah. And because our emotional needs also was slightly different, we started to drift apart. All the things came to a head before her birthday celebration. I remember this because I had a day of activities planned out for her birthday. Then she was being cold. So I asked her like what's happening and what's going on. Then after a long period of like back and forth and talking about it, then she said that like she wants to break up. That birthday exercise was sort of arranged with a number of people, with some of her friends. I told her, say that like, you know what, I would still like you to go for those activities. If you can find someone to go with you, let me know. And she said that no lah, she's feeling lousy about it, feeling sad. So I went instead and I asked a few of my friends to stand in. That was a little bit heart-wrenching, but I'm thankful that there were people who came to support me, and there were also like activities to distract you from the immediate lousy feeling.
I only learned this after like reflecting a bit lah. I think at that time I probably was not as mature as I thought I was. I was probably not ready to be in a proper relationship back then lah. But I stuck around and I wanted to be in one cause I think I got familiar and I got very comfortable with the situation. And with comfort, right, comes a pullback in my effort. So I'm a little less romantic lah. I plan a lot less. I get a bit more slack during dates or hangouts lah. I don't even call it dates anymore, I think. She eventually felt like I no longer love her lah. She jio me to some cafe thingy at Ion, the upstairs one. I don't even know what floor. Then sit down and then like I had a vibe, like it was a bit eerily quiet or like serious. Then she suddenly just tell me like, oh, I think we should break up, that kind of thing. Then like, to make that kind of decision, right, she would have thought a lot about it. So to me, I was thinking like, no need to fight one, no point fighting. At that time when it happened, like I wasn't really devastated or anything leh. It's only after you go home, then you start to think about it, then you're a bit sad. But then again, logically, I also was like, okay lah, maybe it's for the better. So it's a bit messed up lah.
You know, obviously there are like many contributing factors to a breakup. Objectively, from my POV, it was chalked up largely to like a insecurity and ego issue. When we first got together, we were at similar stages in life, and then I graduated uni and then I had a full-time job. and he was like, I would say stagnating. So I was totally fine with him not wanting to pursue something further in terms of like education or like career advancements. I was happily supporting him financially. Oh my god, my mom see this, she confirm whack me. I think it was more of like a deep-seated awareness on his end where he kind of knows like, oh okay, I'm gonna continue growing and evolving as a person, and maybe that made him insecure. It spiraled in ways that you cannot avoid in the day-to-day. Like he will get angry if I speak to my male colleagues. The actual breakup really effed me up. Literally everything was like rosy and he was being very affectionate and sweet as always. He was like, bye, I love you, I miss you throughout his day and throughout my day at work. And then he was like, let's meet up. It was like the bench downstairs at my house. He had tears in his eyes and I just knew that it's gonna end.
When you anyhow get into a relationship with someone, right, then you don't see all the red flags. We were from different religions. He was a smoker, but then when we started like officially dating, he agreed that he wouldn't smoke anymore. We had totally different priorities, okay? So, for example, he told me upfront like, my work will always be more important than you lah. There was a period that he got very busy. Then he ghosted me for 4 days. Then after that, my friend who works with him was like, hey G, I saw like this guy like smoking at the freaking smoking corner. What the hell? You don't reply me, but you got time to smoke? And I was pissed off lah. So I sent him this very long angry text. How can you take me for granted? And I was 100% ready. I was like, I'm gonna break up with this guy. And then I sat there for a while. Then I looked at the message. I was like, I really love him lah. I love him like wholeheartedly. Then he broke up with me instead.
I also don't know why we broke up. Initially, if I don't reply within like 15 minutes or half an hour, he will keep texting me and asking me like, am I okay or whatever. Subsequently, it's the other way. I will text him and he won't reply me for like 3 days. Then I told him, if you don't like me, right, just tell me. Then he said, yeah, I don't love you anymore. Don't love means don't love lah. Don't love means what? It's kind of love but not really. I don't know. And then he told me that there's reasons. I think I don't know what's the reason. Until now, he haven't told me. If I have to come to a conclusion, I think I was his rebound.
I hope you're well. That's about it actually. I'm glad that we ended things the way we did because there was no resentment.
I'm not the type who hope that my ex will like suffer forevermore and feel sorry for what they did. So I hope that he lives a great happy life and find someone he loves, because I'm very happy with someone I love, and the fact that I had those experiences with him taught me how to like better appreciate who I have now.
I haven't seen him personally yet, but then my friends saw him at the gym, I think, and my friends told me that like he lost a lot of weight. So congrats on losing all that weight, bruh.
If you are watching this, call me. I know you're quite rich right now.
Hope you are doing well. Actually, no, I don't hope you're doing well. I don't give a shit.
I hope you don't mind me sharing our story. I don't know if it's our story or my story, but anyway, hope you are doing fine. If you don't mind to finally, letting me know why it was an underground relationship and why you want to break up with me, let me know.
Apparently, he watches the TSL videos that I'm in, so like, hey dude, hope you're doing well. Hope your career is doing well. I hope you're making a lot of money. No, he likes money. I'm not giving any backhanded compliment. He just really likes money. But I think he also needs love.
Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and watch our other videos over there. Bye! Bye to our exes. Hello to the new ones.
Shout out to my ex. F you.